On this installment of What They Don't Want You to Know About Money, I'm going to briefly touch on a subject which a few people are requesting, and that is the subject of trusts. Now, a trust is firstly a juristic person, which means that it has a legal identity and it has its own persona, which means it has its own tax and liabilities. Now, why do people set up trusts? Perhaps that's where we need to start. Most people set up trusts to avoid taxation. When you die, you normally pay estate duty, which is a death tax, which can be quite significant, especially if you have a lot of assets when you die. So some people, whilst they're alive, opt to convert most of their earthly belongings into a trust structure where within that trust, those properties are owned, and you can have what they call a living trust, an inter vivos trust, or a testamentary trust. A living trust being a trust which is always active, and you might be the beneficiary but you're alive, but it's your trust and it's a family trust and you might be one of the trustees. Or you can have a testamentary trust. A testamentary trust is a trust which exists when you die, and obviously where you put all your assets into in the event of your death for your beneficiaries or your heirs. Now, it's very difficult in 5 minutes to go deeper than that into trust, but the main thing I want you to take out is that it's expensive to run a trust. Because it's a juristic person, there's a lot of tax liabilities, as well as because you're putting assets into that trust, there's other taxes which might become dues, such as tax on income or tax on capital gains, and also how you put your properties and assets into the trust in itself can be a cost, because either you do it as a donation or a sale. And again, that's an area in which you need to speak to a tax practitioner or a certified financial planning professional to help you. But the main thing is, a trust is an independent persona which you can house your earthly assets. And when you've got a big portfolio, that trust can then pay out to beneficiaries who then enjoy a usufruct, which is use of the assets from the trust for their lives, and this trust can live forever. And that's probably the reason why many people want to look at a testamentary trust or an inter vivos or living trust. For more information, contact me. My details are on screen, but we'll keep chatting and having these conversations, what they don't want you to know about money. Unfortunately, we can't always go too deep, but that's why I'm here. Get in touch and let's talk about money.